1, 2, 3, come on.
My mentor and humble warrior, Maxine, my mother, a single parent of 7. She sacrificed her life, even more so with my daddy gone. But she taught her tribe to be sufficient, no matter the circumstances. But you know, later in life, we heard that we grew up poor. And we're like, how could that be? We have a roof over our heads. We have good clothes. We never life was built on a spiritual nature. Poor? No, we were doing fine. However, in the late 60s, my mother remarried, and a couple of years later, I was sexually violated, which engulfed me with anger and hate. And then came the attempts of suffocation, and also the attempt of drowning me. I wanted to leave home, but I dared do so because I felt that I was my mother's helper since my older 3 siblings were gone. I was compelled to stay because for my brother and my youngest sister's safety, even though I knew that the fight and the challenge for my life was going to be there. And so with that, in my early 20s, I also became a single parent of twins, girl and boy, and later married, and had my 3rd child. And with that, of course, it ended in divorce, but with the losing of my baby boy. And so the anger and the hate just welling up constantly. And so there was a period of time when I was out of work and our money was running out. And so I applied for food stamps. Well, I was denied. And I received this message. It was the magic fix, the great escape. You know, Christy, you can file for welfare. That was not an option. I needed stability. I needed something that wasn't going to limit me to what we could have or what we could do. And so I joined the Army to take care of my family and support them. It came with a good choice, but a harrowing situation. A few weeks before my graduation from school in Portland, Virginia, my older sister, who agreed to take care of the twins for a payment, decided that she didn't want to do it anymore. She changed her mind. And she took my children to the Child Protective Services office and dropped them off, telling and reporting to them that I had abandoned my children and they hadn't heard from me for months. When the twins were placed in foster care, and I don't know if they told their foster parent or their counselor that, you know, we talk to my mom all the time. She's in Fort Lee, Virginia at school in the Army. Well, they contacted my commander, and he got involved and helped me to get my children back. And with that blessing, there was still this anger and hate that just engulfed me and befriended me with depression. And so later, after 20 years of military experience, with my last deployment in Iraq, with being medically discharged with multiple injuries, constantly in pain, and with the hate and anger just welling up with the added PTSD just raging, I was out of control. And so returning home, I spent quite a bit of time with my family, which oftentimes turned into a party, which seemed to be okay. But there was this one family gathering that I was out of sorts. And there was this one lady there, I just couldn't get a fix on her. Why I said or tried to talk to her or befriend her, I don't know. But I asked her a question. She looked at me and she frowned and she turned and flipped her hair in my face. Suddenly I had a handful of her hair and flipped her to the floor and had my elbow at her throat, daring her to move. I was totally gone. Totally. Then I heard my son repeating to me, just in a soft voice, "Mom, you're not in Iraq. You're okay. You can let go and get up now." I thank God that it registered, because who knows what that night would have been. But what saddened me from the situation was how surreal the problem was and how much I needed help. And so as I began to seek out help, I used biblical self-help tips, classes from the VA. So I attended pain management and anger management, depression management, cognitive skills classes, and some of them I repeated. But it helped me to recognize and find the courage to heal. To heal, first off, to forgive myself for my behavior. And then I started understanding and seeing the importance of taking care of my health, my well-being, and my peace of mind. And so, even though my mother passed away last year, I remember her encouraging words. She said, "You know, you can do anything you put your mind to." And so, some of the accomplishments that I've made, one, being a writer for Bible Time International Ministries, a medical missionary participating in missions to Haiti, but the most important and the best accomplishment I made that changed and opened up that door for me, that the stagnating cocoon that I was living in started when I joined Evolve and participated in Rise of the Phoenix 2021 Challenge. They helped me to set some goals and to reach them. Where today, I deliberately work on staying focused in the present, that my health, well-being, and peace of mind stays intact. And so you see, everyone, I no longer have those pity parties that was holding me to the atrocities of the past abuses and the abusers, that I just say to you, have the courage to heal. I encourage you to take time for yourself. Find that courage that you need to heal, and that will help your health, your well-being, your fitness, where your humble warrior will be awakened with the courage to heal.
And so this is not the end, because as good stories or good movies go, it is to be continued. Ladies, let's do our inspire.
All right, on the count of three, everybody inspire. 1, 2, 3.
Inspire!